I think I have a problem. Yes, I have a problem with picking games. Now, you know how you get a game from either Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Game Pass or Nintendo Online Pass? Um, for me, it's really hard to pick a game that I want to either download on my console or just play. It's just super hard. I look through them all. I'm like, this one's super interesting. I want to play this one. Ooh, this one. And then I end up not playing any of them. I think that this might be just a problem because then you're just wasting money on Game Pass and stuff. Because recently I got a PS5 PS Plus for free, like the premium one, and then I'm trying to look through the games, and I found a couple of games that I want. I download them and never play them. I don't know what's wrong with that. I don't know, because like the games look fun. It's not like they're not fun, and I don't know. I'm just going there and I'm clicking on the game that I want and I'm downloading it, just like a good old day, downloading the game. And you see, I click on it and this game looks fun. Play for 2 minutes ish, and then you know what? Nah. So I feel like that might be a problem with Xbox Game Pass. Let me know in the comments if I'm not the only one that's like this. Alright, so, if you get Xbox Game Pass or something like that, you're paying extra to get those services so you can play multiple games. But what happens when, there's a whole lot of games that you're like, I'm gonna play, and then you end up not playing them. Let's just say they get rid of the games when a month into your membership. Then what? Oh, then what? That, honestly, that's horrible. Getting rid of the game? Come on. We could do better. So, let's just say that you got yourselves the Xbox Game Pass, alright? The Xbox Game Pass is probably the premium option for any of those services because Xbox just doesn't care. They'll put all of their first-party exclusive titles onto Xbox Game Pass, so that's probably the best one anyways. Well, let's just say you get Xbox Game Pass, you play Forza Horizon 5, and then in November you really want to get yourself the new Flight Simulator 2. Well, you can pre-install it with Game Pass, but what happens if your membership runs out? Then you don't get to play it. Very sad. What happens if you have slow internet? Now, these are all problems that I probably have, but hey, don't judge me. I have pretty interesting internet. Sometimes it works, other times it just goes down the drain. But anyways, that's not the point why I'm trying to make this. I'm trying to reach the major audience that, hey, do you get stuck at that screen there? You download a game, you're like, I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna have such a great time. But then you just end up not playing the game. And I don't know, I feel like that's a problem with big services, like the services with a lot of games. Because when I have a game, a disc game or something, I'll play it all the way through and I'll have a great time. It'll be like an 80+ hour adventure. It'll be super fun. And you don't have to do 80 hours all in one day. That's not what my point was. It was more like you plop in the disc and then you play the game for however amount of time you want in that day. And yeah, I feel like that is probably the way that works best for me. I try to isolate the games kind of, so you download one game and you can't go and get another game until you beat this game. But then I just get really bored of that one game. So I don't know. I just feel like the softwares there are just not, they're not optimized, I guess, to me. Because like, yeah, there really should be a lock or something. You can't play this game unless you finish this game. But then, if you really don't want to, you still have to go and sit through it and play the game. So, yeah. But those services, it's not all bad things. Those services offer you a nice experience. Let's just say that you're a collector. You like to collect the games physically and put them on a shelf or something. Well, then, those services allow you to, I guess, test out the game. if you wanted to buy it for this 1 month or something, test out the game, then you know if you want to buy it physically, and then you have the game forever. And with this services, you don't actually have the game forever, because, you know, it's kind of just like buying a game on a computer, I guess. Because you're not really paying a fee, but I already went into this, and it gets me a lot of heat, but you don't technically own the game. It's just a straight up coding that if you do something wrong,